Radio check. Hello, hello. So, it's been a fat minute since I've streamed. Things are kind of going on right now. These streams are definitely going to be far and in between. Some big changes in my life coming. I'm going to be moving Memorial Day weekend, so within that transition, I won't count on streaming too much, but I'll try and squeeze in as many as I possibly can. But yeah, gonna be a flight instructor, but gotta move elsewhere to do it because the area I'm in right now is not very good with hiring. So big changes, few streams for a while, but I'll try and squeeze them in there as much as possible. But yeah, anyway, today we're flying a little bit different of a vibe. We are with my friend Kevin, who has popped in the chat before, and now he's on the Discord, and he's flying along with us, and we're doing a little VFR flight. He's interested in the world of aviation, and I'm trying to teach him as much as I can via the flight sim. So today we're going to be flying from Flying Cloud in Minneapolis, Minnesota, to Redwood Falls, Minnesota, and then to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So we're definitely going to have a little bit of fun there. Yeah, let's see if we can bring Kevin on now, shall we? And Kevin, you there?
Hey, it's
Hey,
me.
there he is. So, me and Kevin again are flying a couple of Piper Archers to Redwood Falls and then to Sioux Falls. What'd you say about lots of falls, Kevin?
That's I just said that's a lot of falls.
Yeah.
Like I said, if we want to have a long flight, we can include Niagara Falls, but
Yeah.
that's another time.
I mean, if anyone has 10 hours, maybe we'll try it. I'm off tomorrow. I could do whatever.
I work at 4, so
Oh.
I guess I can go make some coffee.
Who needs to sleep?
Exactly.
All right, so yep, we're going to be starting our flight now. So we're going to have Kevin here work me through the checklist and see what he remembers.
Well, I got the checklist in front of me, so like a checklist. So let's do this. So I got the okay, well I got pressure. All right, so interior we got airworthiness acceptance verify, right? I don't know what that means.
It's the airworthiness certificates and all that stuff. We won't find them in the sim, but in real life you would have some documents either by your feet or a lot of archers have them in the front of the back seat for some reason.
Oh,
kind of by the floor.
Figured as much. Control wheel lock remove.
It's a Piper. We usually don't use those.
Electrical equipment off. Mixture idle. Magnetos off. Battery master switch on. Let's see. I got interior lighting, night only.
Okay.
Whatsoever. Do we need that now, or?
I mean, I set mine for like 8 in the morning, so no.
Well, the panel lights, I got those on right now anyway.
Yep.
Pitot heat switch on, which is I think this. Nope.
We don't need that. We're not going into the clouds or anything.
Okay. Let's get that pitot switch on. Pitot heat cast message. Yeah, where's the cast message in here?
Oh, you know what? I think that's for airplane with advanced avionics like G1000s and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get cast messages on this.
Yeah. Right. Let's see. Fuel quantity left and right. I got mine full. Both of them full.
Same here.
Exterior lights on check. If I remember what buttons collision.
Yeah, we'll start with the anti-collision, and then I usually do landing light before taxi.
Anyway, just want to double check they're on, and they are on. It is red, green, taxi lights on, or landing light, and then get the blinky one, so we're good. PV check, doesn't matter. Stall warning horn check. Can you start that? Like, do that here? I don't think.
Oh, nope, not in the sim. Oh, you're on the walk-around check, aren't you?
No, it just says pre-flight interior.
Yeah, that's like the pre-flight walk-around.
Yeah.
It's alright, though. We'll take a look.
Battery master, turn that off. Let's see. Flaps down, trims neutral.
You can skip the physical walk around because we won't be able to do that in 2020. You can do it in 2024.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Well, his baggage door check. Right wing flap, right wing aileron. I'll do that. Yeah. Oil check the dipstick. You dipstick. So before starting engine, pre-flight complete. Passenger briefing. I don't remember that. If you want to do that.
Passenger briefing. So we follow the acronym SAFETY, and S stands for seats and seatbelts. So you would tell your passengers that the seats are kind of like a car. They got the bar in the front that you can slide forward or back for leg space, and then there's a little button on the side where you can you have to have the seat go down. You have to be sitting on it and put pressure. But if you want it up any higher, you have to put the pressure off. So like stand up a little bit. And then seat belts, you know, there's lap belts and shoulder harnesses. And I would tell them, hey, you guys are required to have both lap and shoulder harness anytime during taxi, takeoff, climb, descent, and landing. And then passengers are not required to wear seat belts in cruise unless you say otherwise as the PIC. And then A stands for air. And in the Archer, we have heat, which is on the front right side of the, you know, the cockpit over here. And then air, there are floor vents on for each 2 front seats and each 2 back seats here. And then overhead, there's air that can come from the top vents that are kind of right over your head. And then F is for fire extinguishers. I can't see any fire extinguishers here, so we'll skip that. E is for exits. There only is 1 exit in the aircraft. The way that you would open it is the top latch and then the side latch here, and then you can push the door open if it'll let me. Oh, there we go. Yep, open it like that. And then for whatever reason, if we make an emergency landing and the door gets stuck, we can go ahead and kick windows out to try and escape. So
Sounds
that's
fun.
exit. Yeah, it's great. And then T is for talking. So during taxi, takeoff, climb, descent, landing, you know, the critical phases of flight, talking has to be limited to, you know, the actual flying of the aircraft. Because, you know, you have to be talking to ATC and you also have to be paying attention to everything around you. But if I have a passenger and they see traffic around me, they absolutely can point the traffic out because that helps, you know, the whole see and avoid thing.
There's a term for that too. Like there's like shut up time or something for. No, there's
Sterile
Isn't there-
cockpit.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yep, sterile cockpit. And then Y would be your questions. So you would ask the passengers, do you have any questions?
Well, me, I don't have a passenger. I'm my own pilot, and no questions here.
All right, so that's the passenger briefing. I'll have you write those down some other time so you can
Yeah, I'll
memorize
just-
that
I'm not doing
briefing.
All right, passenger briefing complete. Seats, belts, adjust and lock. Good, I guess.
Yep.
I don't know. Brakes, test and hold. I don't know. You can't do that before. I mean, I got my brake button and
No,
it works.
You'd have to have the engine running for that to work.
I'm not sure what that's about. Emergency battery arm. Don't know if there's one in here and on this version of the sim.
I don't think so.
I can find one. So there should be, right?
The emergency bed. The only thing I'm seeing is the ELT, so I think we're good on that.
Okay. Let's see. Circuit breakers check in. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it looks fine.
Yep.
Look fine from over here. I can't touch it. Electrical equipment off. Battery master off. Avionics off. I got all those good. Before starting engine complete. Oops. Alright, starting engine. PFD. That says, I guess I need that normal indications.
That would be if you had G1000s, yeah.
Yeah. Bus E volts 23 minimum. Which everything's off, so there wouldn't be anything there.
Yeah.
Right. Not much why that's there. Fuel quantity check. It's fuel selector would be fullest tank, which are both full, so I got mine on left for now.
So do I.
Throttle open half inch.
Quarter of an inch should be just fine.
Quarter inch, that's what it says, yeah, I can't read or count. Mixture idle cutoff. Battery master on. Alternator on.
Yep.
Magneto switches on. Do I just do...
You want those off until you're ready to start engines.
I just said yeah, battery master on, alternator switch, magneto switch is on.
No, leave the magneto
Must
off
be.
for now.
Okay. Yeah, fin strobe down. Nav light, night only on. Prop area clear. Okay, hold on. Let me just open the window. Clear.
Clear prop.
Clear prop. Fuel switch. Fuel pump on.
Yep, and then check pressure.
Check pressure.
And then fuel pump off.
Fuel pump. Well, yeah.
And we're in the green.
On green, yes. Mixture rich. And then it says cold 7 seconds, rich 7 seconds until fuel flow stabilizes. And then hot, rich 35 seconds. And throttle half open.
Oh, you know what? That might be for a fuel
right.
injected, but these are carbureted, so we want to prime it. Well, you would
Right,
prime it via fuel pump with fuel injection, but carbureted, you use the primer knob.
Yeah, right. So mixture rich. Mixture, I know. Okay, so yeah. Okay, it says mixture rich, and then it says for however long, then cut off.
Yeah, that's
Fuel
for the
pump.
fuel injected. You want to leave mixture rich for carbureted.
Okay. So we just keep it rich, then we don't cut it off.
Yeah, just keep it rich.
Keep it rich. Fuel pump switch still on. It says here for me.
Well, this is, again, not fuel injected, so let's not do that.
I don't need that. Okay. Starter. Engage. Start engage. Mixture smoothly to rich. It's already rich, so that's fine. Throttle 700, 1000 RPM. Keep it 1000. Oil pressure, check green.
Green?
Green. Getting there. It's like
when you're low power, it's going to be kissing that yellow area, the caution range.
I figured. That's fine. Oil pressure check green. Avionics on.
Avionics on.
And starting engine checklist complete.
Sweet. And then let's go ahead and pull the mixtures back to about halfway, so we don't foul those spark plugs before we take off.
For some reason I don't know why, but it takes like 5 minutes for the GPS to fully turn on to get everything done. So should we? When would we do the? Oh yeah, the GPS, right? That'll be before taxi. Let's say I guess it's part of the before taxi.
Yeah, so we can
checklist.
do our run up first, and then we can go ahead and worry about the GPS.
Okay. Okay, so I got the before taxi checklist. Emergency battery, verify arm, GPS, verify database, map orientation, side brakes. Check.
Okay, so the database. So you see how all your black screen on your GPS, and it's saying like airport terrain database via MSFS.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just telling you that everything is according to what you have in the simulator.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't worried about that. So I got the brakes checked. Brakes are good.
Yep.
Let's do that. Where am I? Messages check. Transponder 1200.
Yep.
Set. Where am I? I'm lost. The radios to an ATIS. You should ATIS get the info.
Oh, you know what? You need to turn on your GPS for that. So let's go ahead and click OK one time. So enter for OK.
I already did that.
Oh, did you? And then are you on the instrument panel self-test?
Am I? I have no idea.
Or are you loading the screen?
No, it's good now. No. Hold on.
So like after you hit the enter button once from the database page, you should have another one that says half left out of view, half up out of view.
Yeah, I think there's like that little target looking thing in the middle.
Nope, it's the page before that.
Oh, I must have
passed it.
Took out of that.
That's fine. So just for anyone who might be watching, when you're on this page of the GPS, you're going to go ahead and move your CDI or your OBS knob here. And you're going to verify that these numbers in the OBS section are changing with the instrument itself, which in this case they are. Now I'm back to north, and we can hit OK again, and we'll let the GPS load. All right, continue, Kevin.
I don't know, I got so lost there. Transponder. So tune ATIS. Do we do it now? Okay,
Yeah.
ATIS.
124.9er.
Information, Oscar, that doesn't matter. I guess it does matter, actually.
Yep, and again, for some reason mine doesn't really work, so I might just pull the METAR from SkyVector.
What's going on with yours?
It's just no audio.
Oh,
But if I go to the ATC window, like, the information is loading underneath, but it's not audible.
Maybe try going into your settings and selecting the communication output for
I mean,
which one?
I'm alright, because I never use the in-game ATC anyway.
That's fair. So I got 2.9er for altimeter.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Cool. ATIS good. Got information Oscar, just in case we want to. Instruments set and check. I guess that's.
Yep, so you're just verifying that your instruments are all working exactly how they should. Like right now, airspeed should be 0, attitude indicator should be, straight and level, altimeter within 75 feet of field elevation, and so forth.
I mean, when I do the altimeter calibration, it does change it. So like it's normally shit won't change between like that much, right?
Well, it depends on how far from the actual altimeter setting to standard.
Right.
Like if because standard is 2.9er, but if you have a pressure that's almost 3.100, that altimeter is going to change a lot.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. I get it now.
But you want to make sure you're within 75 feet of field elevation, which at Flying Cloud is 906.
Yeah, I got like 905, I think. Or wait. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, okay. Select flight plan, enter, activate. If you want to do that now, or if you want to do it.
Yeah, I can do it real quick, that's fine.
Kilo Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, right? And then what's the one after that? Just so I know for now.
It's Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Delta.
Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Delta.
Yep.
Gotcha. Direct 2.
You know what's really strange is in the sim here, when you put in your information like direct to an airport off the ground, it does this arc, to make a turnout towards your course, but the real life Garmin 430 doesn't do that. It's just a straight line.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's a little weird thing on the sim, yeah.
Well, I guess your turn would be determined on, would be like what that over tower gives you. Like when, where, and how.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright. Flight plan, entry, activate. Hotspots, taxi route, brief. Landing light on. Is there a brief we gotta do for the hotspots slash taxi route?
So yeah, so if you're looking at a taxi diagram, which I'm not sure you have access to right now, I could pull one up in Navigraph real quick. I don't know if you have my stream pulled up on the side at all.
I got my own. I got the SkyVector. I guess I can look up.
Yeah, if you look at the airport diagram specifically, just the airport diagram, it's I gotta switch some stuff real quick on my Navigraph.
I'm trying to remember. Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Mike?
Delta.
No, Delta. Wait, for KFCM?
Oh, the airport diagram is, Foxtrot Charlie Mike.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So we're going to Flying Cloud. Let's open the charts. Let's go to taxi here. And if you go to airport info, now I have the Jeppesen charts just because, well, it's Navigraph. But hotspots are going to be, marked on the chart. And the reason that they're hotspots is for a couple of reasons. It could be like, so they're called runway incursion hotspots. So it's where people typically like accidentally cross without a clearance, or people have kind of committed
yeah.
deviations, more frequently. So the hotspots are there to warn you, like, hey, watch out for this. Don't be the guy that causes a deviation.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna be that guy at some point. Yeah, watch and wait.
Not when I teach you, right?
Yeah. My diagram, so yeah, I don't know. So yeah, there's HS1, HS2.
Yeah, so we're going to take off from runway 36 because the winds are out of 010. But the hot spots are short of 10 left on the intersection of Alpha and Golf, and then the hot spot is the end of 18. People cross 18 on Alpha without clearance because for some reason they missed that there's a whole runway there.
Okay, it's because it's at the end.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of makes sense.
But we're going to take Alpha Echo, and we're taking Echo all the way to the end of 36, so we're not going to be crossing any of those hotspots.
Cool. Sounds good. No need for much of a briefing there. So taxi routes, that's done. Landing light on, strobes. That's whatever it's... I mean, do we have any strobes?
No, not on this plane for some reason.
Okay. I can find a better checklist. There's like only half the things there.
Well, you gotta find a checklist for an Archer that doesn't have G1000s or fuel injected. You gotta have a
just
carbureted steam gauge Archer.
I mean, this is pretty. I mean, it's pretty in depth too. I also have a few like emergency checklists too. So
yeah, those are.
I guess I could just I guess I can cross out what we don't need.
Yeah, the only difference is the engine restart might be a little bit different if you were to have an emergency.
All right, let's check it out. Engine failure, airspeed. Make sure the fast glide, fuel's fullest tank, fuel pump switch on, mixture rich, alt air open.
Yeah, so alt air is something that only exists with fuel injection.
Okay, good to know. Let's see. Landing lights on, grille lights, taxi. So that says the taxi's between 700 and 1,000 RPM.
Yep.
I'll follow you, I guess.
Oh, well, you can lead the way if you want. I'll get out of your way, but then we're going to do the run-up on the ramp here. We'll do it on the southeast corner of the ramp over here.
Okay.
So, since you're the man of the stream today, you're going to lead the way.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see. Oh, so we're just going down. Oops.
Yeah, so just go to the end of the ramp, short of the taxiway, and let's position ourselves to where we're not going to prop blast any other planes or buildings or anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'm just going to go this way. I have no idea if it's the right way or not, but we'll see. Oops.
So like where I am right now, you want to be in this area.
Yeah.
That's typically where we do it. You're going to hit me.
Ah, well, it's fine.
Alright, run up check.
Okay. Run up. I can't talk. Comm frequency set. I guess those are good. Seatbelts, upright, secure. Flight controls free and correct. Elevators, rudder, or ailerons, good. Rudder is satisfactory. Nav frequencies, that, I guess those are good. FMS, GPS, flight plan, set. The XPDR.
That's the transponder.
The transponder, that's right. Okay, keep reading that. Transponder, we got still 1200. Set. CDI soft key.
That's for the G1000s.
For G1000s, yeah. Fuel state quantity. Got 20 gallons both. Mixture rich. Fuel sector. Full tank still on left. Throttle 2000 RPM. Get to 2000, stay 2000.
Just tell them if that
thank
oil
you.
temp starts running up too high, make sure you drop down to 18.
Okay, it's good now. It is moving a little bit. That should be good. Magneto time. Oops. Wrong button. I got it right. Going down to about 19. Back to both. Back to 20.
I had 100 each.
What my buttons? Yep, 100. Okay. Magnetos. Check. Fuel pump. It says off, check, flow, on. I guess we need it, do we?
No, we don't need the fuel pump.
Engine indicators, check, which would be all times up.
Well, in this case, it's just the tachometer and all of the engine gauges.
Okay, yeah. Green, no, times the high. Let's go to right down, fuel, tachometer. Where are you? Good. Amps, volts, check. Would be, yeah, they're good about, let's say 35.
30, 35, yeah.
Yep, good. Alt air, we guess.
Well, so instead of the alt air, we have a carb heat, and that's this little knob to the right side of your mixture. So you're gonna pull that down, and for carb heat, you're looking for a drop in RPM. That means it's working. And then you pull it back up and look for it to rise back up.
It's going a little bit. Oh yeah, it's going slowly.
Yeah, it's not gonna drop a lot, but it'll drop a little bit. And then if you had an alternate air, like in fuel injected, you want no change at all in RPM, because all it is it's changing where the air intake is coming from. All right, I'm redlining, so I'm going down to 18.
Yep, I was redlining too. I'm at about 15 now. So alt air is check. Enunciator, consider.
Push the enunciator panel, make sure the lights light up.
I was trying to do my joke where I'm like, consider, I'm like, I go, considered.
Oh.
Okay, those are good. Throttle, check, idle.
Yep, so throw it to idle, and you just make sure that the engine doesn't quit when you go to idle. And let the RPMs drop all the way down.
Okay, yeah. Well, now it's...
Okay, my engine's good.
Yeah, I'm still going down a little bit. Yeah, it's fine, 600. And then throttle, 1000 RPM or less. Throttle friction adjust, we don't need that. Can you even adjust like the friction on a Piper with this type of throttle?
Yeah, in real life. So all it does is it changes like how hard it is to move the levers.
I mean, yeah, but like I know how to. I've seen people do it on like a Cessna, but I don't know if there's any way to like. That's just natural how you do it on a Cessna, but.
Yeah. Well, like if you have it too loose, the levers can just move on their own because of the vibrations. So you want to have enough tension to where it's not going to move on its own, but you should still be able to move it.
I still bump mine all the time.
Yeah.
Over here. Where am I? Throttle friction adjust. Burn up's good. Fuel before takeoff. I got that next, so.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the mixture back to about 50%.
Okay.
And then we should be good to go for taxi. All right.
Still me leading the way?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me double check, because I don't know.
I'm going to get out of your way real quick.
You said. Hold on. Let me get my diagram. You said echo down. Well, we're already at alpha. We're already at echo. Right? You said alpha to echo, right?
Yeah, so you're on alpha for like maybe 2 seconds, and then you're going down echo.
Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Here we go. So, what RPM would you said? What RPM did you say to like start taxi and then bring it down to what?
Usually 12 to 1300 gets you going, and then once your plane starts rolling a good amount, you can go down to 1000 or less.
Okay, sounds good.
And then if you're going too fast, you can pull the throttle back, or just not to waste the brakes, or whatever you need to
Yeah.
do.
Right. I'm always flying, so I gotta try to keep more careful with
Bless
this.
Homie's
Hit,
just gonna crash
touch.
right into me. Oh, there we go. My wing is
Oh
missing. Now we
no,
can't
yeah,
fly.
no,
Now
no,
we can't
no, rip,
fly.
rip plane. Yeah, you get in my plane, we can do the York controls.
Oh,
That's gonna be too complicated.
actually, you know, we
Right now.
could try that next flight.
Hey, once we get to yeah, red balls.
Yeah, I'd be down. All right,
Cool.
so
Yeah,
verify clear left and clear right before you cross.
Whoops. We're good. We're clear.
Got to clear both directions. Just make sure you're not crossing in front of someone. Well, sitting on the runway is not gonna do you any good.
Oh, hold on. And here we go. There should be stop signs here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they have hold short lines. They got the red runway signs, and at the actual airport at Flying Cloud, they have these alternating amber lights that, you know, signify like a hold short area.
Right. Well, I'm gonna brake here. Verify left. Verify right. I mean, there's. There we're good. I'm flying now.
Yeah.
I can see like slowly getting farther and farther behind me.
Yeah, you're kind of hauling over there.
Yeah. Get back down a bit. Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, you were like right behind me a second ago now. I'm just.
Yeah,
I fly. I
you're
taxi
running
like I
away.
drive, I guess. Yeah. All right, here we go. 3-6. Verify no one's coming in for final. I think we're good.
Well, hang on. Do your before. So you always do your before takeoff checklist before you enter the runway.
Oh,
What? Where? Are you slewing back short of the runway?
yeah. What the fuck did I? Okay. Wait. No, hold on. How do I? Oh, it goes up. Wait, hold on. I'm confused.
I see your nameplate just kind of slewing around.
Okay, hold on. How do I rotate? Nope. Wrong rotate. What? Shit.
Where are you?
I just took off. Sorry. Stay tuned. I want to do the technical difficulties thing.
I see you floating.
I fucked up. I just fucked up completely. Why? Hold on. Oh, sorry, folks. What the slew reset? Or is it? No, 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 no.
You let me know when you're situated.
It's gonna be a second. Yeah. Nope. Okay. No, I'm just gonna taxi over to you.
Figure it out?
Yep, good.
Oh, you're in the grass, alright. You're on Flying Cloud Drive.
And stuff. Yeah. Well, now enough for next time to do pre-flight or pre-takeoff, or do the takeoff checklist. All right, brake. Brake. No. Well, I guess now it wants to. Well, I guess I would. Okay, that works.
You want to pull up just a little bit so your elevator's not inside of my cockpit?
I would just slew up for a second.
No, I would just taxi.
Spend another 5 minutes trying to.
Yeah, slew mode has been kind of a problem child for you.
Yep. Oh well, if only I could slew in real life, that'd be cool.
Alright, before takeoff checklist.
I got fuel pump on, which I guess we don't. Do we? We do? Yeah.
Yeah, before takeoff, yep.
What button do I have for that?
It's the switch next to your landing light.
No, I mean, I know, but I do have. Oh, there it is. You know those buttons I have in my dash? Yeah.
Oh, you have them binded? Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Flaps 0 to 25 degrees.
We'll do a normal takeoff, so flaps retracted.
Trim's neutral. Double check that. Well, I guess it'll just be 0. Oh, I got it for 2.3 for some reason.
For trim?
Yeah.
How do you know what the value is?
I just click it. Or click and hold.
Oh, right, because you got the thing, yeah. So neutral is back a little bit. It's not 0.
Oh. Okay, gotcha. I asked you a couple days ago if trim's neutral, like, you're 0, and you said...
Well, I didn't say 0. I said neutral. So do you see the N next to your trim wheel?
Yeah.
You notice how it's a little bit closer to up than it is down?
Oh, I can't even see from pilot seat. Hold on, let me go over to the... Nope. There we go. Hold on. Oh, you can see my screen.
Yeah, so I can actually even go to the co-pilot side and see it.
You'll do that, excuse me. Yeah,
so
0
there's
is
like a
pretty
little
much...
indicator that should be right next to that N,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit back, just ever so slightly, because you need a little bit of nose up when you're trying to take off.
So what should I set it to? Neutral.
Just whatever that indicator. Do you know how to go to your co-pilot seat?
Yeah, I'm there now. Yeah.
Yeah, just that little indicator in there. Just try and have it like in the middle of the N as much as possible.
Yeah, I got you. Which is for me, it's 0. So.
Oh, okay, that works.
That's good.
Part of me wonders if maybe you accidentally hit a button or something when you were doing something else.
Maybe I might have bumped it. Where am I? Trims, neutral, air conditioner off. I need that. Windows, doors closed and locked.
Latch.
Oh boy, the departure emergency plan brief. That one I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Sorta.
All right, so here it is. If anything happens on the runway, whether it's an engine failure or some weird indication or something, we'll go power idle, max brake, and maintain the center line on the runway and come to a complete stop. If you have a problem 0 to 500 feet, you're going to land anywhere that's within 30 degrees of the nose. And then 500 to 1,000, you're going to land anywhere that's in front of the wings. And then 1,000 or above, you're going to find the best place to land, or you can turn back to the airport if you have enough altitude. But given the lower ceilings, I kind of doubt we would be able to do that in this case. And then we're both solo in our own aircraft, so we would have to run our own checklists and do our own, flying as well. And that's it.
Briefing has been briefed.
Plays the guitar while he was listening to that whole thing.
I hear that, yeah.
Did you ever say mixture rich?
Not yet. This where is mixture? Well, yeah, well, I guess, well, it never said anywhere to bring it back to 50% on this checklist necessarily, so this checklist is assuming it's already at rich, last time we made it rich.
Yeah, so, yeah, when you're taxiing, just because you don't want to foul the spark plugs, if you have too much fuel in there, it's not all going to burn off. It's going to leave a bunch of carbon behind, and your spark plugs might stop working, so.
Well, it also says for takeoff.
It also says what?
Here's what it says. Anyway, I keep getting distracted. Before takeoff, fuel pump on, flaps. Okay, it's before takeoff. Takeoff and climb. Oh, wait, so, okay, yeah, we did the briefing. So before takeoff's complete. Now, do we move up to... Do we stay here for the takeoff checklist?
Yep, we're good. And then, before takeoff, and then the climb should be your next one.
Yeah, takeoff and climb, I got it. So, I guess we can go through it now real quick. Takeoff, exterior lights, on when entering runway. So yeah, there's a throttle full, mixture set, rotate at 60 knots, climb between 70 and 80 knots, and flaps, retract at safe altitude. And after that's cruise checklist.
Okay, so when you take off, you want to maintain VY, which in this aircraft I believe is 79? Is it 76 or 79?
Hold on, I got VY, I got 76 for mine. I'm recording my checklist.
Okay, yeah, so VY is 76, so you want 76 knots.
Okay. I was gonna say something too, then I completely forgot. Yeah, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. What altitude we're going for this? For now, so I know.
Well, do you remember what the altitude should be based off of the direction of flight? We're going westbound.
Hold on. I'm trying to think. Rack my brain. Even thousands. Even thousands, 500?
Yeah, even thousands plus 500. But given the clouds, I'm not so sure we're going to be able to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get as high as we can while maintaining clear of the clouds.
Okay, so the ATIS. Did we say what was the ceiling? It said for ATIS. If the
it looks like overcast at 3,200, but that's above ground, so we should be able to get up to 3,000.
Okay.
Because the field elevation is 906, so that overcast should be at about 4,100 MSL.
That's okay. So about 3,000 you said for now?
Yeah, 3,000, and then we'll see if we get a clearing down the way. And
Just
then
one more thing for the checklist?
Sorry, go ahead.
So one more thing for the checklist? That was, sorry. Yeah, I got distracted from that burp.
Oh no, I just said one more thing is there anything above us that we might want to stay out of?
Aliens?
What?
Oh, is there any any Bravo airspaces or anything? Oh, haha.
There is.
Hold on, let me look at my maparoni. See, when you said if there's anything above us, I thought you meant there's aliens over there. But I guess probably not. So we're going like straight west?
Not yeah, straight-ish.
I'm gonna
the magnetic course is 256.
That doesn't help looking at my chart. Maybe. I'm gonna so I'm trying to find like what would be Bravo airspace. Oh, is it the ones still in like the area where like the big blue circle around St. Paul International?
Minneapolis, St. Paul, yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah. So the solid blue lines, those are Bravo like airspace boundaries.
Okay, yeah, I see. So if we have if we have where did it say? Why did it move to the fuck? I don't know. Skypicture just moved my map. Just moved it to Alaska for some reason. I don't understand it.
That's weird.
Sky vector, go. I am using like a really old tablet, so that's whatever. Okay. So we're at Flank Cloud. I guess are all Bravo airspaces like by default like 3,000 would say it here?
Well, they're not defaulted to anything, but yeah, we'll say the altitude's on there. So do you see any blue things that kind of looks like a fraction, like it says 100 over 30?
Yeah, I got 100. Okay, yeah. The one that's like direct. Well, there's okay. I guess if we're going directly west from here, there's I got the one that's 100 over 6, and then one under it that's south of it that's 100 over 70. Or
Yep,
60, 100 over 60, 100 over 70.
Yeah, and then there's another shelf that's closer to the airport, which the numbers are more south, but it applies for the whole shelf. And it says 100 over 40, so the bottom of that airspace is 4,000.
So then is there?
But the one directly above the airport is 3,000.
Okay, if I can. Okay, I'm gonna guess I can probably see that somewhere, but I don't. So let's say okay, it's 3,000 the default then for the airports.
No, it's not default. It's just this in this airspace particularly.
Okay. I guess I can. Not sure why I would find that.
That one's more towards the bottom of that shelf, but all you need to know is above us, directly above us, is the 3,000 foot shelf. So we want to maintain below 3,000 until we clear that shelf, which if you look at the, the sectional, it's really not that far to the west.
Yeah, so we're going to be taking the 60, the 100, or the 70. I guess that's...
we want to stay below it.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just be... So we'll still be below either 7,000 or 6,000 anyway, so...
Yep.
Right, okay.
So all we have to worry about is this 3,000 foot shelf above us, but as soon as we clear it, which will not take that long, we just want to make sure we stay under it.
I'm trying to see if there's any landmarkers we know where to cross. Can we cross it? I mean, there's a lake. I would say Lake Pearson, but that's like we'll be way across it by then.
Yeah, that's way out there. It's kind of hard to tell. Just it shows up as a green arc, on your GPS, like I showed you before.
Oh, that should be fine then. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the solid green arc, not the dashed one.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, you ready to go?
1 second. Trying to get back to the actual GPS map. A hard time. Oh, there we go. I think. Okay, we're good. I got my checklist. Okay, yeah, we're good. Take off. So we got the lights. Do we need the lights?
Nope, shouldn't.
Not really. Okay. All right, moving up. Alright, let's see, mixture full, throttle full. Okay, taking off. We're at 40 knots, 50 knots.
Okay, airspeed's alive.
Airspeed alive.
And takeoff power's achieved.
Oh, short runway, Jesus.
Yeah. It is. It's the, 2,300 feet, I believe?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, and then 500 feet above the ground, you can make your turn on course, which is about 1,400 on the altimeter.
14, got it. And then...
Right about there, you can turn on course. performance is really good today, so we might want to shallow the climb a little bit just to stay under 3,000 until we get out of that shelf.
Right, yeah.
So I'm getting kind of close, so I'm just going to level off at 2,500 until I clear that shelf, and then I'll climb up to 3.
Sounds good. So I'm about 2,000 now. I guess my climb's a little too shallow.
Yep, and then we can do our climb check, which is fuel pump off, landing light off. Engine gauges are green. Right, and I am now clear of the shelf, so I'm going up to 3.
Oh, are you behind me? Okay, I guess you are.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm behind, but also above.
Yeah. At 27. Alright, so we're almost there. Cruise checklist. Power between 2,020 between 2,000 and 2,500 RPM. And then it says no more than 75% power. In the back.
So if you keep it at between 23 and 2,400 RPM, it'll be fine.
Sounds good. Trim, adjust, yep. So we always do the throttle, I guess, yeah, it makes sense, throttle before trim. Or do we do, yeah, what's that, like, what's the, usually, like, you level off, throttle, and then trim?
Yeah, so it's pitch, power, then trim.
Gotcha. Just like the alphabet.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true at all, like.
PPT.
Let's see, cruise mixture, lean about 3,000, so, I mean, about 35, not 35, about 3,100.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my mixture at about 75%, maybe a hair less.
I'm climbing it, because that's what you can bring back down.
Because it's actually very cool in Minneapolis today, so you're gonna want a little more fuel in there to make up, to match the denser air.
Sounds good.
Well, it's seeming mostly stable for the most part. I'm gonna knock on wood right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, okay. I guess my plane wants to be at 31. I brought it down to 3 and then immediately went back up to 31, so I'm gonna... Oh boy.
It's alright, you don't have to be perfect, just small adjustments, you know, so you don't oscillate.
Yeah, totally. I hate that. Let's see, trim's good, mixture, whatever. You go over. So what did you say? You said mixture too?
Yeah, 75%, maybe just under.
Fuel state quantity. We got one less than 20 on my left, still 20 on my right. Speaking of which, I'm gonna start my chronometer, my timer. It's for 20 minutes. We're good. Fuel pump off. FMS, GPS, review and brief. Fine. Lights off, though. Alright. Oh, and then... Yep, okay. Cruise checklist complete.
Nice.
Of course.
Now, it seems like we got clouds quite a ways down, but I am starting to see some gaps, so it may start slowly breaking up the further west we go.
Sounds good. How many viewers we got now?
None.
Hell yeah. Let's see if I can send Dylan this, see if I can send Dylan the link. Do you think he'll watch it?
I don't know, is he into planes?
Nah, not really. He's probably also asleep right now too, so maybe I can just have him, what I could do is go upstairs and just have him playing the Xbox in the living room and then in my room too, is we can have like just 2 viewers, both being me. Maybe that might help attract more viewers.
Yeah, it could.
I
We
mean,
also got to
2 is
blow
not
up the
much.
chat a little bit too.
Oh, I'll do that actually. Well, I guess I don't want to hear my own voice though. That's the thing. But you know, I guess I could just mute it. Texting and flying. You know.
I do that on
What
the
are you gonna do
daily.
about it? Hell yeah.
Getting a couple of minor bumps here and there, but nothing like what we've been dealing with the past like month.
VFR Funnel Company. Hell yeah.
That's right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, it's like delayed, like the whole like minute.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Hear me?
I just heard it.
It's delayed, like the whole minute.
Yeah. I can hear it in the background, dog.
That's weird. Oh, I guess I got that going. Anyway, 1 viewer and it's being me.
It's alright, it's a start.
All starts begin with starts. Whatever that means.
Hey, what'd you say?
So all starts begin with starts.
Aw.
Did I ever tell you about my stair checklist for climbing stairs?
No.
Okay, it goes like this. Ready? Step 1 is step 1. Step 2, step 2. Step 3, step 3.
Step 4, jam your foot into step 5.
Yeah, exactly. Now if we're going different climb, if you're going downstairs, let's say you're going on like a 10 staircase. Step 1, step 10, step 2, step 9, step 3, step 8,
Yeah.
I'm getting lost actually. Step 7 is step, wait, no, step 4 is step 7, step 5 is somehow step 6, which step 5 should be step 5. I'm getting myself lost.
And then step 8 is somehow step 12.
Yeah, somehow.
Skipped a few in there.
I might have.
See, for me, it's like step 1 is step 2. Step 2 is step 4.
Yeah, I take, sometimes I just go up like 3 steps at a time.
Oh, yeah. That's because
just
you're
me,
like
just-
7 feet tall and you can.
Yeah, close enough.
What are you, 6'22"?
I'm 5'18". I think. My parents just saying like 5 foot, so it's 5'12" will be 6 feet. Plus 12 plus 6 will be 8. So I'm 5'18".
Nice.
Right? Am I doing math right with that?
I believe so. Yeah, that sounds right. Trying to make me math
So-
while I'm flying an aircraft. Who are you?
Wait, don't you do math anyway while flying?
Very basic at like almost never. That's what you got an E6B
Oh.
for.
That's true.
E6B does it for you.
Right.
And getting some up and down drafts here. Seeing a little more
That's a
blue in
level.
the sky though.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's getting a little less cloudy out now.
Yeah, where are you relative to me?
I guess I'm behind you now for some reason.
What's your airspeed?
Indicated is about 100. I'm almost climbing now too, so hold on.
Oh, you know what? I'm like
Less.
110. What's your power setting?
51. Oh, I guess I got bumped. Well, I guess, yeah, I got, hold on. Yeah, about 70% now at the moment. Oh, I'm way climbing, Jesus. Don't know if it's the wind or the power.
Probably both.
Yep.
It's just crazy when you trim out and it's running smooth and then the wind is just like, nah.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Like, sorry, you thought you could just sit there and fly like you're on an autopilot? No.
Nope. Oh, so technically if we want to, we go up to like, but I guess depending on where we are, which airspace we're in, we can probably go up to at least 6,000 if you want to.
What do you want to climb through the clouds?
I mean, if it's, you know, more calm up there, right? I mean, I don't know, like, theoretically, is it ever...
Well, can you climb through the clouds if you're VFR?
No.
No, you cannot.
Well, plane's foiled again. Easy, remember? 1230.
And the winds are 080 at 4, so what runway do you think we're taking?
Hold on, let me get to the actual... Hold on, I'm trying to descend a little bit, and I'm trying at the same time trying to go to the flight plan, or the map. Hold on. Multitasking.
Welcome to pilothood.
Thanks. I'm pushing to descend. I'm barely descending at all.
Well, if you're
Is it Kilo Fox? It's about 50. Oh, there we go. Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Delta?
For the last one.
Oh, okay, we're okay.
For Redwood Falls, right now we're going to Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot.
Yep.
Yeah, I just picked up quite enough draft myself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, in real life, altitude is so much easier to maintain because you can actually feel what the plane's doing. The sim stuff is a little... Well, you can't feel it, and you got the whacked out sensitivities of these controls, so...
Yeah. Just give me the stupid runway, please. Okay. That's one chart, and not what I'm looking for necessarily.
Switch tanks, fuel pump on.
Well, I got 10 minutes for mine. Well, I guess you got,
Fuel pressure. And fuel pressure holds. Alright, the man.
Go. I'm at 2,000 feet trying to do this, so hold on.
So Redwood Falls is saying that it's clear of clouds, it looks like, so... Or at least there's, oh, you know what, there's no ceiling indicator, no sky conditions, so...
Why can't I get to the... There's RNAV, but I can't see...
What do you need an RNAV
I'm trying. That's the only thing I can get. Like I can't see the actual.
What do you want again?
Sky vector.
Can't pull up an airport diagram?
Apparently not.
Oh no, there isn't one there. Okay, that's weird. Jeppesen has one. Interesting.
Well, I can see vaguely the shape, right? So, going. Well,
so you got runway 12 and 30, okay?
okay.
The wind
Whatever
is
slope.
out of 080. So what is the closest to 080?
Yeah, 10.
Not 10, 12.
12. Oh, well, hold on, wait. What did you say runways were?
12 and 30.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I got it mixed up. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So runway 12, because 12 gives us 40 degrees, but we still have a headwind. If we were doing 30, we would have a tailwind, and that would not be superb by any means.
Okay. Well, I guess there is. Yeah, there's a small diagram on the RNAV, which is fine. But yeah, so yeah, 1230.
I think
So coming
maybe
at 12.
Sky Vector doesn't have it because there's no like official diagram or something. Because it looks like there's only like one taxiway.
Yeah.
Actually, if I remember correctly, I think that taxiway is grass.
Hell yeah.
Our flight school had a kid that took our Arrow out there, and he taxied onto the grass taxiway, and he got mud all over the airplane. That thing
Yeah,
came back
muddy
to
an
our
airplane.
ramp, and I noticed right away. I'm like, wait a minute, that plane's not supposed to be brown.
I mean, what'd you expect? You have to bring it through a car wash or something? Plane wash?
Well, we have aircraft detailing supplies, but you know, I made him clean it, but he offered anyway. I didn't really have to make him.
Yeah, right.
He took responsibility, and he's like, yeah, I'll clean it. And I'm like, all right. So I gave him the supplies, and he did a good job.
Well, what do you have done anyway? To prevent it getting muddy.
Not taxi on a wet grass taxiway. If he was planning on taking back off, he should have just back taxied the runway and turned around there.
Oh, well, I thought meant like something like this, where it's like there's only one taxiway and it's grass. So yeah, I figured like he would have to take it, but
Well, you also got to be aware of like you got to be weather aware. You got to know what the conditions are like. I mean, this was about was it spring or was it last year or fall the year before? It was around the time it was either just starting to get cold or I think it was spring because I think the snow was melting and then it started raining a lot, so it was bound to be even more drenched.
yeah, right.
So, yeah. Gotta be weather aware.
Yep. Weather aware, totally.
These are the things you gotta think about, especially like if you own your own plane, you don't wanna do all that. You never know what's in the dirt either. You never know if there's like embedded rocks or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like those kinds of things can put chips in your crop and stuff like that, so.
Yeehaw! Off-roading with plane.
Doggy.
Yeehaw! Well, I'm pretty trimmed out now, so I think we good.
Theoretically.
And your finger. Yeah, until we get more up low, or down low, whatever you want to call it. Upwind. No, that's our freedom.
Alright, so we're pretty well set up to enter the left downwind for runway 12 on the 45. We'll just have to fly a little bit towards the north once we get close to the field, and then
Okay.
enter the downwind
Yeah.
from there.
Sounds good. Another 15 minutes. Well, 17 minutes. About 30 nautical miles. And about... I'm gonna do those up there. The XTK, what does that mean again? Where it's I get -1?
Oh, that's like
Like that
how
0.1?
far off the track you are.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to
So,
see if there's a way to like. So it looks like pretty in line actually.
yeah, so like based off of the direction we're heading right now, if it's showing a negative number, you're a little bit too far to the left. If it shows a positive number, you're a little too far to the right. Like I'm showing a positive 0.1, so I'm a tenth of a mile to the right of the course that I put in earlier.
I set up at 0.2, so I think we're well.
Yeah,
Not too
so
bad.
you're basically right on course. If it's a point something, I wouldn't worry about it, but if you're starting to reach like a mile or more, then I'd probably do what you need to do to get back on it.
My OCD is when it gets like on exactly 0.0, but it shouldn't matter too much. Well, I am 0.3 now, so I am drifting. I'm also climbing.
Sometimes it's a trade.
Yeah. I'll have to go idle per second.
Part of me wonders if I have to go back to my settings and fix the whole turbulence thing, because boy, is it something.
How'd you go just last realistic?
Yeah, there's like low, medium, and realistic, but realistic is not realistic at all. It is way more aggressive than what's actually in real life, so I wouldn't buy it. Medium is, you know, usually the most realistic, but I feel like lately it's been...
We got something coming up in our... Well, parts, someone's coming up behind us. Looks like.
Are they?
Yeah, it looks like they're coming pretty fast.
Kind of like the dude we had at Burke Lakefront or whatever.
Yeah. I think under us or above us. I can't tell. It's in the VFR map.
Oh, he's at the flight levels. He's cruising in a Boeing 777.
Okay, on the VFR map, it looked like he was just like going up right behind us, like to shoot us down in a jet or something.
Yeah, no, he's in a Boeing 777. He's just cruising.
Cool.
I'm actually curious if he's on VATSIM. I could actually look that up.
Go for it. I almost had a panic moment there.
Nope, he's not on VATSIM. I really love being like 10 degrees nose down and somehow climbing.
Yeah. That does happen.
So we're looking about 24 miles away where you sit.
I got 25.7. So about 26.
Wow, somehow you're like almost 2 miles behind me now?
Yeah. I was doing a bit of drifting, I was doing a lot of climbing, and then descending. Now I'm bouncing. Well, right now I'm at like 100 knots, like maybe 95, 100 now. Still struggling to get
Don't over
my
control.
trim right. Great.
What really is throwing me off is my plane is really wanting to bank to the left slowly, but I have more fuel in the right tank.
Maybe you're just fat.
Wow, 7
Maybe you
degrees
wait.
nose down and still climbing. Alright. Oh, I just hit a good nudge right there.
Yeah. It's got a good one too myself. It started sinking for no reason. My left wing went down.
That'll happen. If you're getting a pretty strong crosswind and it gusts, it can like wing you over quite a bit. But we're good pilots and we don't let the wind push us around.
Yeah, put that wind. Like, when asked us for lunch money, you say no.
How about no?
Remember that kid in high school that always fucked with us? He was with us, he was with me at least in, one of, George Schmidt's classes. Remember, he almost got in a fight with me? Or I think he basically did. Or, what'd you do? There was one time, I remember, I'm not sure if you were there, George Schmidt's class, when he, like, I don't remember if it was me or someone else, but he, like, got me in a headlock or something, and I, like, tried to punch him. Apparently I owed him money or something, I owed him a couple bucks. You what?
I don't think I was there for that. And I'm trying to think, was it that Alex kid? He was like bigger with kind of a
yeah, it was all chunky. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was him.
I remember
I guess I owed him like $3 for something. I'm like, I don't know, sorry, I don't have it. Or I told him like, I really don't. Like, and then he like got me a headlock for a second. I tried to punch my way out, but then Jordan Schmidt shoe-broke it off.
Huh.
Nope, I almost fell.
Weird. Yeah, he showed
anyway.
up on my Facebook the other day though, and he seems a little more grown up and normal. But that's
Good
just
for
a
him.
Facebook profile, so I don't know.
Yeah, those are all bullshit.
Yeah.
Remember Alex Clark, the other tall guy?
Yeah.
I see my tops all the time. He works at the one in Delaware.
Oh, nice. I might go say hi.
I'm like,
to
yo.
him.
You should. I mean, I don't know what, like, I don't like, he probably recognizes me, but if I'm there, I just, like, have the headphones on. I don't say anything to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was cool, but I just, you know.
Always dropping names on my YouTube stream.
Yeah. No, you know. He's cool. I'm not talking shit or anything. Except for the one guy you got in the fight with. Oh, you dropped his name. So it wasn't that
Well,
guy.
I said his first name. You know how many Alexes exist in the world?
My brother.
Oh, now YouTube knows that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can. Well, you don't know my last name
True.
per se. Just
se.
Windboy.
I drop by Tops when I'm there and ask him.
Totally. Yeah, we can go get those.
Again now. What is happening?
We could when we get there, a fuck ton of pizza rolls. We'll just stop in.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the bacon pizza rolls, that's where it's at.
I like the pepperoni ones. Bacon pepperoni is pretty good.
Yeah, you got a air fryer, don't you?
Yeah, that's kind of shitty. I think I'll get a new one soon.
Yeah, get a new one, because air fried pizza rolls, man, I'll never go back.
Oh yeah, I remember your deep fryer you used to have, and it made the whole house smell. Dude, you had that like when I moved in, right? In Hamburg.
Well, you know what made it smell bad was those wings that we tried cooking. You remember that? It was the wings that made it start stinking like that. I don't know what happened.
I think it burned. Maybe it was the oil. Maybe the oil. I mean, I don't know. I changed like the oil on the work all the time, so like we just gotta clean it. You know, if you have to do it deep fryer, just clean it more often, I guess.
Yeah, now we're back to getting insane updrafts again, just so you know.
Do you want to just, you know, bite the bullet, be air quotes less realistic, and just turn the turbulence down?
Yeah, I might after we
Alright.
land, honestly.
Sounds good. Excuse me. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, air fryer. So yeah, it's like, it's fine. It's just kind of dirty on the inside, but then I think the little plate in there, like the little metal plate's supposed to be like non-stick, but it's full of scratches.
Yeah.
So probably not healthy. So kind of small too. So might go somewhere soon, price them out, get a new, better one. Pizza rolls and the Simpsons movie.
Fine, I will put my yard trimmings in a car compactor.
Jesus. Why? Hold on. Wait a second.
Oh,
I'm like
no.
only 4,000 feet almost. Like I just kind of trying to fight some updrafts. I'm like probably right up to like 3,800.
Yeah, I
Or
actually
3,000.
just got slapped around pretty good too.
All the way down. What if like you don't realize, but like the updraft pushes you like just over the limit of the Bravo airspace, and they see it, and you'd be like, "Sorry, I tried to, but the wind just kind of pushed me up a few extra feet."
No, they are gonna be like, well, be a better pilot.
Yeah.
No, if you bust a Bravo, it's a pretty serious thing. Like I mean, in all reality, in a real life plane, you're obviously gonna be able to control your altitude a little bit more. And
Yeah, sure. It doesn't. They don't happen like it. Like, what just happened to me there? Like, I got updrafted a little bit, and I tried to control it, and then next thing I know, I'm at 30. I'm at like 3,800 feet for some reason. Like,
because here's
like
the thing: in real
almost.
life, they're gonna slap you on the wrist. But well, most of the time. Sometimes you'll get some really evil controllers that live for power. Oh, we're 10 miles out. Fuel pump on. Landing light on. Mixture rich. And everything is.
Oh no. Okay, good. Fuel pump. Nope, no, not fuel pump. Fuel pump.
Alright, and field elevation is 1024, so what do you think our pattern altitude is going to be, Kevin?
The output altitude?
Yeah, I can't
1024. I'll say 1,500.
Nope.
Well, okay, I'm thinking like field like for like... So I was thinking steps of like 500 and 1,000, so maybe about 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000, there you go.
I always think of it like at the 500 here and then 1,000, so...
Hey, if that works for you, go for it.
Yeah.
I just thought you were answering 1,500, and I'm like, no.
Well, that's why my brain went to it first, but then that's, yeah.
Unless you're doing a circle to land off of an instrument approach.
Yeah. Okay, those are...
I believe I have the field in sight. Very... not distinctly, but... shallow my descent a little bit, so I'm not at 2,005 miles. That's going to happen anyway. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, we might have to go on the settings and knock that turbulence down just a little bit. It's wild.
I opened my mouth to say I'm pretty fine now, and then that's when another one slapped me.
Yep, always. You think like, oh, I'm okay now. Psych. But I don't think I was actually looking at the airport, so that's good.
Yeah, holy shit, I tried descending, but then for some reason, as soon as I started descending is when the updraft pushed me back up to 35. Yeah. So I was like nose down and like going up. Jesus Christ. Ah, yeah.
I think I might have the field now, at least I'm hoping so.
Oh.
Alright, carpete's gonna come on. Because pretty soon we're gonna be doing low power. Do you know what a carburetor does, Kevin?
Nope, not off the top of my head. I can probably like think my way through it, but yeah, I can't at the moment.
So the carburetor is what, in a carbureted engine, it helps mix the fuel with air. And
yeah, right, okay, yeah.
And after it goes through the carburetor, if I can speak. Yeah, the pre-mixed fuel and air is what gets injected into the cylinders, so it can ignite. But in a fuel-injected engine, there's like a bunch of devices and stuff. It's a lot smarter and more precise, and it only injects fuel into the cylinders, and the air is mixed in through something else.
Right, yeah.
So now I'm seeing the airfield. We're trying to enter it downwind, but we're getting bumped pretty good here. So, Redwood Falls traffic, Archer 210 Charlie is entering midfield left downwind, runway 12, Redwood Falls. So we're about 3/4 mile away from the runway, which appears to be a little too close.
I still don't have eyes on the runway per se.
Beam the numbers, so let's go ahead. First notch of flaps, runway arc, slow to 90, get a descent going. Maybe not a 1,000 foot per minute descent, a little less. Should be about 1,700 RPM. There we go, now we're looking a little more normalized. It's about 45 degrees. We'll turn base. Redwood Falls traffic, Archer 210 Charlie, turning left base, runway 12, Redwood Falls. Okay, pretty much right on glide slope, maybe a hair low, so let's put some power in, second notch of flaps with wings level, now that we're on base, and we'll turn final, and we're probably about to overshoot because I took too long to do all that. Redwood Falls traffic, Archer 210 Charlie, turning final, runway 12, Redwood Falls, and oh yeah, this is a big old overshoot, oops. That's alright. Gotta love the sim.
Okay, now I see the run. Okay, I see the runway now. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now I have eyes on it.
Do you see the runway now?
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Now, yeah. Now I can start my everything. So.
So we're a
Alright,
little
down.
low, more power. Alright,
Okay, I'm on downwind now.
So let's walk back. Wow, I think that was my worst overshoot in the sim yet. I was way past final there.
I know.
Do you?
Such. Oh, I overshoot all the time.
Hey, all the freaking time, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, runway's made, power to idle. I think we're just gonna try and ease it down if the sensitivities don't screw with me. Ooh, that was a nice touchdown. Okay. Oh, but we're getting off center line. Let's get back. Sweet. Oh, it's a pretty good crosswind now. Yeah,
Turning
see, this
on.
is all grass around here.
Nice. That's grass or grass? Turning on final. No, well, turning on to base. Now, come on to final. See if I overshoot it. I probably won't.
And if, oh, so there is one little like asphalt taxiway.
Oh no, I overshot it. Never mind. Oops. Still about 80 knots. Bring the throttle back a wee bit. Flaps early down. Still kind of overshot it, but that's okay, I guess. I can make it work.
Carburetor off, mixture lean. Alright.
Roger me.
I'm trying to get into a position too.
Up. Coming in now.
Oh no, I blocked my view.
Oh no. That was okay.
Now I can kind of see. I missed the touchdown.
That was right. That's probably like a, I'd say 6.5 out of 10. Bit rough, wasn't smooth. Well smooth.
Oops. Alright. I'm gonna throw the stream to the Be Right Back screen while I change those turbulence controls and, you know, all that good stuff.
Sounds good. Can we hear me still?
Yep.
What are you setting to?
First I'm trying to find. Oh, it's assistance options. That's right. Turbulence. There we go. Medium. We're gonna go low. Apply and save. All right.
Where is it?
It's in assistance options,
Yeah.
and then you go to piloting, and it's all the way at the bottom. Turbulence.
I see. Now, shall we go controls?
I'd say yeah.
Or-
Yeah. Why don't we
Yeah.
do that? Yep.
Alright.
So
I'm
I'll
gonna
exit
back
to
out
the
quick.
main. Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. And I'll be right back. I can use that, not beer. Alright, yeah, 1 second.
All right.
Beer. Oh.
Welcome back.
Listen to this.
All right. So I loaded into Redwood Falls, and I'm on ramp 3.
Sounds good.
And while you're loading in, I'm just trying to find Redwood Falls on the sectional real quick.
I mean, there wasn't much there, right?
Oh, there we go. I found it. Okay.
It's 3, you said?
Yeah.
New payload feels good. The weight always resets for some reason.
You what?
The weight, like the fuel is fine for me. It's not usual, but 170 fuel. All right. What livery do you got? Does it matter?
I don't remember the tail number.
I don't think she mattered, right? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh fuck! Hold on, I gotta even. Oops. No, they don't even have it on. I don't think.
Oh.
Oh, I do. Update now. Update later. Update later.
Yeah, we gotta turn the sim off for that.
Ah, fuck. That's fine.
So I guess we just fly together then.
There we go. Okay.
Well, I guess I'll just restart the aircraft in its entirety again.
Did who without what? Who without who?
Well, I backed out and had to reload in, and I got to restart the airplane now.
Wow. Well, I'm here. I just loaded in RAM 3, so.
Oh, you were really?
No, I didn't. It started me off on the runway. Even though I selected 3.
Did you change the plane after you selected the parking spot?
I think I did.
Yeah, that's probably why. For some reason, if you alter your aircraft after you selected where you're starting, it defaults back to the runway. It really makes no sense.
I don't know. It's only half the things in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 makes sense. And only a quarter of those things in 24 even make sense.
Yeah.
You know, nothing. Point is, nothing makes sense.
Yep. So we're just gonna re-verify the GPS here.
Oh, yeah, are you in now?
Yeah, I had a parking spot. I'm just starting up and doing my checks.
Oh, no, because if we're doing your controls, you shouldn't touch anything because like.
Well, we
Because of the
can't
state
do
of the
your
plane.
controls because we have to update it and,
But I said update later.
oh.
I press update later. It should be fine, right? It should still work. Or maybe
Maybe.
not.
Let me see if I can fix that again. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that. Alright, so why don't we both load back into our spots then?
I guess you can just restart. Grab 3.
I got the 1303 whiskey livery on.
Oh, I got the one with the red bottom.
Oh,
I don't.
should I switch it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Hopefully. You would think just cosmetically, anything will be different. Could change much.
Alright, so I'm just verifying everything, weather, time, blah blah blah, cool.
I got my checklist back up.
Alright, oh, I loaded in on top of you.
Good thing? Good thing, bad thing?
It's good.
Wait, I forgot, okay, yeah, I got loaded in now. You want to send me the code?
Yeah, I will. Just give me a second. I'm just getting situated.
That was loud.
For you?
Yeah, for me. Not for you, but...
Yeah, it wasn't loud for me, so... Alright, I'll send it in the Discord. Nice emoji you sent me.
Not a big deal.
Resquum dequoman.
Let's see how fast I can do this to get, I'm not fast at all, apparently. Romeo Sierra, Quebec, Mike, Delta, Quebec, Mike, November.
Nice.
Not too bad, actually, yeah. Okay. Go... Oh, no, I guess it did close. Why did it close? Yoke. Oh boy.
Right.
What happened?
So since I loaded on top of you, our planes are ever so slightly displaced, and I'm like in your face again.
Oh no.
Although I could just go to the camera and switch to the right side like I always do. Because now I'm your instructor, so now I'm going to be on the right. Oh no, you have someone on the right side too. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I can't see anything. All I see is the back of your co-pilot's head.
Huh. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I can turn them off. Well, it doesn't matter if it's... Wait, will the co-pilot be in first person?
What?
Huh? Do you see in the back of my co-pilot's head?
Yeah, there's... Oh, gone now. Okay.
Okay, I turned it off. Oh, yeah, okay, because... Yeah, you're not technically in my plane in first person. I guess technically you're looking at my plane in third person, like from the outside.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
But like in my plane, okay. So I got that. Do I have controls now?
I can give it to you. I'm just checking.
Just to make
something
sure
real quick.
everything's.
Yeah. All right, your controls.
All right, matey, my controls got.
Your controls.
Everything's looking good.
I love the sound of the controls moving around.
I mean, I hate this sound.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Okay. I guess should we just do like? Do you want to do like a abbreviated quick checklist since we did the checklist before, or should we just do it again?
Yeah.
Technically we landed. So, like, what are you gonna say?
Yeah. I'll just walk you through it if you want.
Oh yeah, abbreviated.
All right, battery master on. That's not the battery master.
And
alternate
buttons.
good. Mixture rich. Fuel pump on.
It's this button.
Check pressure.
Let me zoom in so I can see. So I can see. Yeah, good. 5.
Okay, fuel
whatever
pump
that is,
off.
5.
Okay, anti-collision lights on. Prime.
I'll just keep. How many times? So I keep priming?
No, 2 is good.
Okay. I got about 200 there.
All right, clear prop.
Hold on. Clear prop.
All right, go ahead and start. Nice. All right. Let's do. So oil pressure's reading good. All right, cool.
I never turned the avionics on, so I'll do it now.
Yep. By the way, I was just talking to Dylan earlier, and he got a Wi-Fi called Greenlight.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, and I guess they're relatively cheap, and they have pretty good speeds. So you might want to look into that, because I guess it's like quite affordable for what it is.
I think there was like a company for Wi-Fi, that went out of business. That they like turned into Greenlight.
Yeah, check them out, because that
yeah.
T-Mobile Wi-Fi of yours is really doing some weird stuff here.
I really should talking T-Mobile live on a stream.
I am, yeah.
Good, you should.
All right, mixture half.
My ass.
Good. And then you can do whatever you need to do with the GPS, and then we'll just skip the run-up for this one.
Sure. You know what they say, if you're in a rush, just skip shit. As a pilot, should be fine.
Always. Never take your time in aviation.
Yeah. Well, what's worse? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, you probably have a parachute, maybe. If you're, if your plane dies in the sky, then you still got a few minutes to live. Or if you get a maybe parachute. Kilo, Foxtrot, Sierra, Delta.
That's the one.
Cool. Can you see is your GPS isn't your GPS matching mine?
Your plane is a little bit behind mine, so all I'm seeing is like not working gauges right now.
Okay, gotcha. But still have no GPS position. I'm scrolling. I'm now at the XTK distance and TRK menu.
Yeah, you can use the inner knob to.
Yeah,
get
no, I
back
got
to
that.
the
That's just, I'm just saying, just in case that's what you see.
Oh, I don't know.
So,
I can't
not
see
yet.
anything yet. Your plane is still a little bit offset from mine, and yours is in. Your gauges are in front of mine, so.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, map's
I
good.
can see some of my gauges. Like I can see parts of the switches engaged. I can see my mixture, and I can't tell if my tachometer is coming through or not. It's not 0, so I think it's reading correctly.
Maybe that's what they'll fix in the update, or we should be having. Is what I gotta say to that.
The greatest team that North Minneapolis public education system has ever seen.
What?
She's writing a paper.
Oh.
And making my Grow Your Own Educator program.
Hell yeah.
It's hell. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, well, we're at one. Oh, actually, where? Hold on. Where even is we?
We're on the ramp.
Yeah. I figured. I guess we should get ATIS now. I assume, right? Get ATIS to start talking.
Well, this is an untowered field, so it would be AWAS.
I made it weather. Yeah. Close enough.
Oh, actually, it's
Winds,
an ASOS, which is a little bit different. I forget what the...
There's so many. Well, then 784.
Automated surface observing system, okay.
Altimeter 3,000. Does that mean 3, just still 30?
What was it?
30.0? It says the altimeter is 3,000. There's no decimal there, so is that just
Oh,
regular old 30?
Yeah, 3000. I don't know why there would be no decimal. That's weird.
I saw there's someone posted something the other day. I saw on like some flight sim. Shut up. Someone posted something on some flight sim group on Facebook saying like, why is my altimeter 5,629 zeros? Like those big number, and I saw you commented being like, yeah, that shouldn't happen there, buddy.
Oh, you saw my comment?
Yeah, I've been seeing your comments. Like, just I keep scrolling. Like it. Yeah, so like people post like a random like problem on flight sim, and then I always just yours is in there somehow. Like actually is pretty informative. Response.
Yeah, I try and help where I can.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was like, so yeah, the same problem, like, it was like 30,000 and then like 582, big number.
Yeah, so...
And like, why no decimal?
Flight Sim 2024, for some reason, keeps giving altimeter measurements like in like the thousands or 10,000s or whatever it is. The last two numbers you can just omit. I don't know where all that's coming from, but it's the first four. The first four are always the correct altimeter.
Right.
It's a little weird. Yeah, I try and help people out.
And then, hold on. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to listen to the weather real quick. 78078 4 knots. 78 is... Trying to figure out, so I guess... Well, one's... No. I'm trying to do the math here. Let me crosswind. I guess... Should we take off from 30?
Nope, 12.
1, 2...
Because 080 is only 40 degrees off, right?
Wait, the wind, huh? The wind? Wait,
Yeah. The
I got 078.
Well, that's, I don't know why it's that specific. It usually isn't, but the METAR says 080.
Oh, okay. So yeah, close enough. So 08. So yeah, okay. I guess 1-2 would be. Okay, yeah. So it's whoever's closest.
Yeah.
Okay. Then should we? What's the word? Backtrack the runway to then turn around and
Back taxi.
back taxi. Yeah. Question still applies.
What?
Should we back taxi to the, and then, or should we just want to use the grass runway and get mud in our boots?
No, let's back taxi and use the asphalt.
Sounds good. Emphasis on S.
'Cause
Oh, sorry. Are we good to go?
Yep.
Should we do, everything's good. Hold on, double check. So we got the altimeter set. Double check the altimeter, yeah. Fuel, lights, fuel pumps. Got the squawk. Okay. And we go. And we go now. We go now. Now we go. Sometimes this plane has a nice turning radius, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it brakes quick enough, sometimes I just go flying through the hold short. Not fun.
Yeah, I think once you get like rudder pedals and stuff like that, it's gonna be a lot easier for you.
I was actually looking at those, just doing a quick Turtle Beach rudder pedals. They look pretty good, the review I watched, but it's still like another $100 probably for them. So I'll get them eventually.
So my GPS right now is on the runway page.
Oh, mine's on the regular old GPS page, I guess.
Yeah, so they're not synced up. That's all right.
I wonder what it is. Because with
Part of
everything
me
else on the plane,
wonders-
it's be.
Part of me wonders if the year controls isn't working right with this particular aircraft, because, I mean, I know your internet's a little on the slower side, but I feel like it shouldn't be this far off. Because, like I said, I did a 737 flight with my friend out here, and it was like flawless. I didn't see his plane separated from mine or anything like that, so I don't really know.
Did you just call my internet slow?
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably right.
So why are you hugging the right side of the runway?
I was about to start my turn.
Do you
I
see
will
that
rotate
little
here.
offshoot to the left side?
Nope. Oh, that's what that's for.
You're in the
Oh, okay.
grass. Oh my goodness, where are you going? Where are you going?
Like I said, sometimes the turning radius is good, sometimes the turning radius is not. In this case, it doesn't want to go.
Well, you're going pretty fast too.
Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. I can slew back if you want to.
No, you're fine.
Actually, I wonder what happened if we did slew while in your controls.
I think it would break.
Break. Yeah. I was going to ask you something. I don't remember what it was though about your controls. Yeah, I totally forgot. Anyway, checklist for going. For leaving the Earth. Run up. Make sure full. Do the throttle full. And away we go.
Alright, airspeed's alive, engine gauges are green, takeoff power is achieved. I'm guessing.
We're getting there.
Why are you going so slow?
I don't know. Give me the wind.
No, I don't think so. Okay, now it's starting to accelerate.
That's one of those things where at this point, this is real life, and I started it going. I would have avoided the takeoff like a few seconds in if I was going that slow. But we're good. Because we have hooking off.
So now your plane's in front of mine, so now I can actually see what's happening.
That's how it goes.
With that in mind, I actually have to walk away for a minute. A few minutes. You think you can handle flying?
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll see.
Keep the stream entertained, eh?
No. Yeah. I'll play some guitar or something.
I'll be back.
Sounds good. Have fun. Shit, I don't remember what altitude I'm supposed to be at. 3, I think? 3. Oh, I'm gonna do 3. So, yeah, you know. Smooth flying so far, wouldn't you say? Yeah. back on track. Sorry, I got a little distracted there, playing guitar. I guess I probably shouldn't do that offline. But we're okay. We're okay.
Alright, we're back.
Nice. How's it going?
Alright, what about you?
Alright, I tried playing guitar and flying, but
Are we on course? That's the question.
yeah. I mean, we got off course for a second, but I got it's back on course. Of course.
Yeah, I can see that.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, it's a pretty smooth flight so far. And I was expecting more turbulence, but I guess doesn't need to be. I mean, I guess there is none, so, or I guess low.
Well, we turned it to low, so.
Yeah. Off to your right, you see grass. Off to your left, grass. That's the core of Midwest.
Wow.
If you look up, blue, or white, or gray. Sometimes red, a bit of orange, occasionally.
Wow.
If it's green, then there's a problem. The sky is green, then yeah, you're probably upside down.
Do you know why the sky turns green?
Does it actually turn green? I was just making a joke.
Well, if there's like a severe thunderstorm coming in, it can.
Oh yeah, okay, I've seen that before. I've seen like a bright purple sky once.
Well, I'm talking
time.
like green in particular.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
Hail.
Probably. What the hail?
Yeah.
Why? You can't. Why?
So hail within the storm cloud is all like getting tossed around up there and whatnot, and the way that the light reflects off of the hail in the top of the storm, it appears to us as green.
Oh wow.
It's the way that ice bends the light. It's kind of like why the sun kind of changes its color a little bit when it's setting, is because like the horizon is kind of bending the light a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Very similar with hail in a thunderstorm.
Interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah. Everyone always says green skies mean tornadoes. That's not necessarily true. It means hail, but tornado could be a danger.
Yeah. I'm surprised there wasn't a tornado over here the other day in Buffalo.
You what?
I'm surprised there wasn't a tornado the other day in Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean,
When they said there was, but that was just like still raining a little bit.
tornadoes in Buffalo are pretty rare, except for that EF1 that randomly touched down last year when me and Ellie were visiting.
Oh, in downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah. The one and then one in Hamburg a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Seems like there's been like one every year. I mean, not every year, but like one a year at least. Somewhere in Buffalo.
I mean, that's not unheard of.
Right.
Typically, they're like in the southern tier. You'll see them more in like the Finger Lakes region. But
Yeah, like,
kind of weird how it works.
that's what I'm saying.
So, do you have a timer for our fuel tanks?
Nope. I'm gonna say probably soon because I'm starting to drift a little bit. So it's already been at least 10 minutes. I'd say it's probably been flying for about 15 minutes. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it again. And then 5 minutes we'll switch. Ooh. Starting a little tired.
Who are you?
Ooh.
Oh wow, your altitude really fell off, huh?
Yeah, I looked away for 2 seconds and then wait, get back up there. Oh,
Look away.
Get more throttle.
MSFS, look away.
We gotta watch this MSFS too when you're in town.
Yes, please.
I think I still have a couple DVDs of the seasons, but I don't know. I don't have like all of them anymore and then in order. So it's not Netflix anymore, as far as I know.
No, it's not, but I have all 8 seasons on DVD.
Oh shit. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's.
Yeah, I got the whole series.
I'm gonna have to bring out the old Xbox with the disc drive and to watch DVDs, but we'll figure it out once it gets closer.
Yes, sir. I gotta say, I think when I get into town, I want a Cinco shake.
Hell yeah. I'll go with you. I'll be there as you're drinking your single shake. I'll be slamming shots of espresso like they're shots of whiskey.
Get a nice triple espresso Cinco shake.
Actually, that's triple espresso mocha shake sounds pretty good. There's a coffee shop I go to sometimes downtown. They have a thing on the menu called the Revolver. Can you guess what it is? It's called the Revolver.
I have
Take
a
a
feeling.
wild guess.
I have a feeling that it has something to do with the coffee version of Russian roulette.
Oh no, it's just 6 shots of espresso in a single cup.
Oh,
That's I mean, I don't know. That's an insane amount of coffee. It's like if you drink it, you're gonna like not sleep for a couple days.
maybe that's what I
That's
need.
espresso for you. Yeah, or just drink a red eye, which is my go-to drink, my go-to coffee drink most of the time.
A red eye, huh?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
Nope.
Think of so if we were to equate like let's say like coffee to a beer and like shot of espresso to like liquor, there'll be like I mean without the pizzazz of like dropping the shot in there, but it'll be like drinking like a Irish car bomb or something or a Jaeger bomb. Well, no, maybe not. So red eye is just coffee and espresso.
Huh. Okay.
That's a lot of caffeine. That's a lot of caffeine. And when I started drinking those, it used to be like my go-to for like when like a morning when I would really need when I really would need coffee. So probably like every so often. That's because like that's a lot of caffeine. Like I'll drink a red eye once every few weeks maybe when I really need it in the morning.
Yeah.
When I need the extra caffeine. Yeah. No, I kind of have it now. I'm drinking them probably like every day. And nowadays I'm in the habit of waking up, having a shot of espresso before I go to work, going to work, and then getting a red eye from the coffee shop I'm at work.
Yeah.
So that's like basically 3 cups of coffee right there. And I usually have more.
Yeah. So according to the sectional chart, we should be passing, coming up on a windmill park.
Woo!
But I'm not seeing any.
Talking about
intersect-
coffee. Let's check out the windows.
Shout out to the windmills.
Shout out if you're any windmills in the chat. Win some mills for us.
If you're a windmill, you're legally obligated to tell us.
Is there a windmill emoji? Let's see if there's a windmill emoji. There's a plane. Does that count?
Oh wait, I'm starting to see. There's a couple windmills that popped up ahead of us.
Sweet.
Okay.
Still can't do gifts. Windmill, windmill, windmill. Windmill mochi.
You're drifting.
Nope. Oh yeah, way drifting. Yeah, these windmills aren't that important, so let me just turn back course.
Man, these windmills are really blowing us off course. What's going on?
Yeah, that's it, man. Somehow my altitude stayed like pretty, looks like somehow stable through that.
Yeah, you've been pretty solid on altitude.
I don't know how I did that, but okay. Maybe it's a lack of turbulence. Maybe I'm so used to like, I'm not hardcore holding the yoke or anything, but like I do try to keep it steady like mid-flight like this, just in case if there's any turbulence. Maybe I'm just keeping it steady at a altitude-wise type of thing, in other words, I'm not really moving too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did that make any sense?
Ish.
Maybe I just hold it like preparedly for any bad turbulence now that we don't have it out. Like now we don't have turbulence on. Maybe I'm just holding it, anticipating turbulence, but it just ended up keeping me more steady. Is what I mean.
Yeah, medium turbulence is usually realistic for all the planes, except for this one apparently.
Yep. Speaking of windmills, I do see them off to our 1 o'clock. Oh no, more of our about 1 o'clock.
They're from like our 11 to 1. Oh wow, actually they're all across now. There's more under 2 o'clock, almost 3 o'clock. Actually, there's a couple
They're
in
big
the
out of nowhere.
distance that are 3 o'clock here.
Wow. Yeah, they're just popping in. Want to get a closer look?
No, I'm good.
Get really close.
I'm good.
Just put this plane on a big stick, make it its own plane window. Well, what about if I open up the window from up here?
What, the little one next to you?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
Oh. I tried doing that once and it said it stressed. No, I think I opened the door actually. That's what. That was fun. I tried to see what I would want to see what happened if I would open the door and this just said my plane crash. Yeah, I was flying with you actually. Yeah, I opened up the door and it just said you stressed the aircraft out and you died basically.
Well,
And then you said yeah.
that's unrealistic
the
because
wind.
if you open the door, the wind moving across it is so strong that like it's basically gonna hold it shut. It's just
That's
gonna be
exactly what he
cracked
said.
open basically.
That's exactly what you said.
And then that small little window to your left side in real life, sometimes I'll open it and I'll just stick my arm out.
That's cool.
And the wind is very aggressive.
So I stick my hand out my window going like driving like 60 on the highway sometimes.
Oh,
But this
yeah.
is like,
Try 100 plus. That's what it is out that window.
yeah, I bet. Ever seen that video of a guy trying to take a picture of something, but then his phone got sucked out the window? Ever see that video?
No, I don't think so.
Hey, there's just some guys in the plane. He tried to. I don't know if he like purposely stuck his phone out the window to take a picture of something, but the phone got stuck out the window, and he was like, he's just like kind of shrugged and like, oh, nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, that'd be gone.
So everyone's got free phones.
And free phone.
That's what the phone's saying.
So one thing, as we start making our way west, I think the field elevations, or like the ground elevation is increasing. Yeah, there's an airport, you're drifting again. There's an airport door at 12 o'clock that's 1737, so it's going to start increasing as we go on.
Okay. How about do you want us to like be on a ETA screen while I can be on the map, so I don't drift? And I'll just ask you every so often like how much time we got or whatever.
Well, I can't see that screen.
Oh, you can't see your own screen?
No.
There's no like your version of it? Oh.
No, well, I mean, yeah, but if I hit buttons, it'll change your screen. So when you hit buttons, it changes my screen, but not to the same page you're looking at for some reason.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right. I was trying to figure it out.
So, like, now I'm on the page that shows you, like, the airport frequency info for Redwood Falls.
It's odd. What if we just turn... No, also we can turn the radio off again. Turn it off and on. But we kind of need the info.
Yeah, it's never a good idea.
If I will turn off the battery alternator. So I'm gonna drop the alternator right now, like mid-flight, the battery would just die by the time at some point.
Yeah, so generally with a newer battery with a good alternator or whatever, you have 30 minutes of standby power approximately.
Oh wow, I thought more than that.
But it's never actually that much. That's assuming the plane's like brand new or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Typically, it might only have like 15 minutes.
Oh jeez. Okay, well. Well, the more you know.
So here's a fun one for you. Let's say your battery does die. Is your engine still gonna run?
Yeah, it just can't start if the engine dies too. You can't then restart the engine, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. But why doesn't your engine die if the battery does?
Well, the engine's the same thing. And then the alternator it's separate too. We can test it. That's what I'm thinking.
The reason is the magnetos.
Oh yeah.
So the battery is providing electrical power to everything in your aircraft except for the spark plugs. That's what the magnetos are for. And the magnetos are essentially spinning magnets that create its own power.
Yep.
So that engine's going to keep spinning, which is going to keep the magnetos, charging, which is going to keep powering the spark plugs. So even though you lose all of your electricity inside of the aircraft, you still have your engine running.
Cool, yeah. I know. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
It almost makes me wonder why our cars don't have magnetos.
Yeah, well, our magneto is really only for, they can be used in any engine, right? Not necessarily for like a propeller
Yeah, it could be.
type system. Yeah, because they can just use it to, I think most engines are technically magnetos anyway, right?
No, because if your battery dies in your car, you ain't going anywhere.
Well, I thought like a lot of engines in general. No, yeah, because cars are like pistons, so.
Well, so are these planes, but the thing is that our cars just don't have magnetos. The spark plugs in our car are powered by the battery.
Oh, right.
So like, I remember a few years ago, it was like 2 days before I was gonna come to Buffalo to visit, and my alternator gave out, and then my car started dying, and I almost got stuck. I just barely made it to work.
This was before you left for here?
Yeah, it was like 2 days beforehand.
Oh shit. You had your car problems when coming to over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had quite the string of luck, haven't I?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me too. I gotta fix my turn signal on my car. Speaking of car problems, I just noticed it this morning as I was at work. I worked all day today, drove around all day today without a left turn signal. I was one of those guys for people behind me who didn't use their turn signal.
What did
I
one of
hate
your
being that
bulbs
guy.
go out or what?
Yeah, the left rear. So I do have, I think I have a spare bulb in my car. It's gotta take it out. Remember how to put it in. But yeah, cars.
Yay, cars.
Excuse me. I think you're burping on the stream for all of our followers here, but well, I guess all your followers. But
All 8 of them?
8.
Yeah, I have 8 subscribers.
Oh, I thought I meant like, well, it's followers and then like people currently watching,
Oh,
which is
0.
8 minus 8, yeah. Well, I guess technically I'm still. Well, it's paused, so. Yeah, look, more windmills.
Is there a reason the anti-collision lights are off?
Is it this one?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. You sound so serious saying that. I guess we do need them. Alright, those are the lights that prevent collisions. Yep.
Yeah. You always want your anti-collision lights on in the air.
Makes sense. Don't know how I got shut off. I might have slipped and pressed a button or something.
Yeah, so here's a fun fact for you. So you know how this Archer in the sim doesn't have strobe lights for some reason?
Yeah.
Well, we can't fly at night.
Well, I always suggest we should do a night flight. Our next leg. Well, our next leg into a big city should be at night. That way we can like see, you know,
We could do that.
the
Let's
city
see.
from.
Do we want to head straight west to like, you know, towards like Seattle? Or do we want to head south a little bit and maybe make our way towards Denver? Or what are you thinking?
I think we could. Ooh, I don't know. There's so many choices. At some point, we should. You can do whatever in like the southwest or whatever. Then we can maybe, or in Midwest. But at some point, maybe if we either end up or like in either Southern California or in like Washington or something, we should. Well, I guess before we pick one of those, but then from there we should go. Like if we, for example, like end up in Seattle, just then spend another couple legs going all the way down California, and then, or if if we stop in Los Angeles, we can just fly all the way up to Seattle,
Yeah, let's
the
do
coast
that
or
then.
something.
Yeah. So what we could do is we can go a little bit northwest towards Pierre, South Dakota, and then Rapid City, and then we start going north a little bit from Rapid City to Billings.
Yeah,
But once
Billings, North Dakota.
huh?
Billings, North Dakota.
I think
Maybe.
Billings is in Montana.
Oh, right. Close enough.
Yeah, Billings, Montana. But keep in mind, the further west we go, we're going to start running into some high altitude flying.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to have to keep in mind things like aircraft performance and, you know, our mixture is going to be a lot leaner than what we're used to being almost at sea level.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's good to know. We'll get more practice and that sort of thing. Okay, where is Reed? Oh, 10
Was-
minutes?
Because the mixture is not just to save fuel, but it's to get the best performance for, you know, the altitude you're flying.
Yeah,
And-
isn't there a graph too or something that where it shows like there's like the red zone where you don't want to be, and then there's like the certain zone where
as far
yeah,
as the
there's like
mixture?
well, but as far as like all of engine performance goes,
There
They look
are
up numbers.
performance charts that give like service ceilings and stuff like that.
yeah, they like yeah, there's like a graph or something, but then like if there's like a red zone where your number shouldn't be, but then there's like the green zone where it's optimal or something like that,
Yeah.
or like as like mid-flight. Like yeah, I think it's just a performance chart.
Yeah, service ceilings are a good one. Do you know what a service ceiling is for a single engine plane?
Like in general, what it is.
Not the altitude, but like what it is, what a service ceiling is.
Yeah, that's just like where the numbers where it can perform the best before falling off.
No, so the service ceiling is the max altitude the plane can be at and still be able to maintain a 100 per minute climb.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
And then absolute
Oh.
ceiling is where the plane just can't go up anymore.
Was that the same for most planes? Like, is that just like the point in the atmosphere where like?
Nope, it's different for every plane.
Oh, interesting.
Because it
There
depends
must be
on like the
absolute-
horsepower that it provides. It depends on your weight of the aircraft. It depends on a lot of factors. The outside air, whether it's hot versus cold. If the plane is turbocharged, there's a lot of different factors.
Yeah, yeah. What's that one plane? I can't think of the name, but it goes up to like, it's like spy bomber sort of thing that goes like way up high.
What?
We should give them those for flight sim. There's like the it's like a spy plane or like a bomber, but it can go up like the highest, higher than any other plane.
Oh, the SR-71.
I think that's what it is. Which is a advanced UAV or something, in Black Ops 2 or something like that.
Yeah, it's the spy plane.
We should go to those flight sim and just fly like casually 3,000 feet.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Enemy spy plane 3,000 feet off the ground, inbound.
So, Sioux Falls weather. Sioux Falls, automated weather, observation service 0256 Zulu, winds 020 at 5 knots, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds 6,000, temperature 9er, dew point 3, altimeter 3003.
Where did you say the winds were at?
020 at 5.
I'm gonna say runway 15, probably our best bet.
No.
No.
What made you think that?
020.
Yeah, 020.
So 2? Oh, so runway 3.
There you go.
I thought I got 20 and 2 mixed up, even though they're like 20 numbers apart. Yeah, just so like, I mean, I guess throwing me off still kind of like saying the numbers individually, not like runway 15, winds at 20, or
Yeah, that's something you're gonna have to
0,
get
so-
used to.
yeah, so I was thinking 020, so then if it was 20, or 20 degrees, it would be 20, not
Nope.
020.
It would be 020. It's
20?
always a 3-digit number when you're talking about direction. So like north is 360, east is 090, south is
Uh-huh.
180, and west is 270. It's always a 3-digit number.
Right. I'm so wait. So winds at 020. That's but okay. I'll let that process for a minute. So 020 is 2, but 020 can also be 20.
020 is not 2. 002 would be 2.
What'd you say the wind was then?
020.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 15 would be would be the good runway, or 15, since it's only 5 degrees off.
It's not 5 degrees off. The runway numbers omit the last number. So runway 15 is actually heading 150.
Oh,
Runway 3 is 030.
oh,
So if you have a runway 27, what direction is that facing?
270.
Yeah, there you go.
All these numbers, man, like Jesus, like we talked about simple math before, but like this is like theoretical math.
All right, so field elevation is 1430. So what's our pattern altitude going to be?
15. 24.
Yeah,
We keep doing that.
We can do 24 because it's 1430, so that's
Yeah.
low enough to round down.
When I say 15,
I don't know.
don't
You
know.
said that last time, and you said it was because you were counting.
yeah, I just like isn't like I don't know. I always get the 500 first in my head and went from because I'm just thinking as I'm taking off.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So 24. Where's my pen? Here's my pen. That's not my pen. All right, I'm rambling.
Do you have the field in sight?
Yeah,
Cool.
I do. Huh?
Cool.
Oh. Yeah, cool. Totally. I see big lights blinking. That's all I see.
Yep, those are.
But so,
We call those the rabbits.
oh, rabbits.
The rabbits.
So, we're about 3 miles out. Should start my descent. I'd say now, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, you can start a gradual descent down. And what altitude are we going to again?
2400,
Nice. Nice.
which is not too far away actually. But so we're coming from the west still. So
Yeah, so 10
could
miles out,
s-
by the way, when you're 10 miles out, that's when you usually turn fuel pump on, landing light.
oh, gotcha. And fuel pump is.
There you go.
Can memorize the buttons. So at this point, I can probably. I'm guessing probably do. I could maybe swing around and do just straight in, or
Well, that's not a straight in. What would we do?
I mean I can probably like as in from here turn left and then go in. Assuming they're coming from the right on my map here.
Well, if we
Or
want to
I'd
do
like-
if we want to do a left downwind, we'd have to overfly the airport and do our teardrop entry.
Yeah.
But
Or
we can just do a right downwind. I mean, Sioux Falls is towered, and they would have just told us to do a right downwind anyway.
yeah. So that. Well, so yeah. Okay.
What's pattern altitude again?
24.
Where are we now?
22. Too busy looking at that. I thought it was like, why do you keep asking me that? You're right. Okay, I should pay more attention to that. I was staring at my map.
See, there's a lot to focus on, and it can be distracting, huh?
Yeah, yeah. It's one question. It's like, what do you? It's like, why does he keep asking me that? Oh, I can pull up.
Well, where are we now?
So right, yeah, right downwind.
Yeah, right downwind. We're about to pass over Interstate 90.
Yay!
So you could take this all the way to Buffalo.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Why would I want everyone to come to Buffalo? I don't know. Most chicken wings are shitty.
What?
The pizza's okay. No, I mean they're shitty. I know. I'm just kidding. Some of them are overrated.
Homie, if you come to Minnesota, you are gonna beg for Buffalo's wings.
Hey, you're right.
And pizza. Alright, so you're getting a little bit close to the runway for the downwind. Because how far up the wing do we want the runway to be?
Between half and quarter.
No, about 2/3 to 3/4.
So yeah, halfway three. I always think halfway and 3/4 of the way is what I meant.
No. 3/4 will give you the best lake distance. Okay, you can turn back downwind now.
Which I believe I am.
You're not, you're turning away from the runway.
Wait, which one's... I'm still...
So right now, I think you're looking at runway 33. The further runway is runway 3.
Oh. Gotcha.
Don't do that in real life or you'll get a number to copy.
Yeah.
Alright, you can probably stop here. There you go. And then just let yourself get a little bit closer to the runway and then you can start your pattern
My
turns.
beam procedures. I'm already descending anyway, so it's fine. Alright, well, arc, do the flaps. Bring throttle down a little more. Other notch of flaps. It's a little crooked here now, so turn on to what would be base. Straighten out. Get more flap. Last flap. Final. I think I'm overshooting it right now.
I think you're set up relatively decent.
Okay, yeah, not too bad. Was this the right one? The right runway? Yeah.
Yep, that's runway 3.
I'm a little hot.
Right, but you're on glide slope though, so keep that in mind. Alright, so what speed do we want to be here?
70?
Yep. So power, yep, there you go.
Power going idle. We just glide down.
Alright, yep. Push the nose down just a hair, and then as you get closer, now flare. Oh, easier.
Too much of a flare.
Yep. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. You got me with my nose, like push your nose down. I'm like, what?
Just a hair. So like when you power idle, when the runway is made, you're gonna slow down a little faster than you realize. So you just kind of want to ever so slightly get that nose over to get closer to the runway, and then you got to time your flare, right?
Yeah. I should have used
Unless
air
you're,
light too, man.
because like right there, you pulled power to idle, and you were pretty high above the runway, right?
Oh, so they went lower?
Yeah, so you wanted to put the nose down a little bit to keep your speed so you don't stall into a slammer.
Yeah.
But
That was a slight slammer.
if you were more on glide slope and you pulled power to idle and you were closer to the runway, that would be a different story.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you power idle and you're still like 50 feet above the runway, you might just stall yourself into a slammer.
That could explain why the past couple of days I haven't been getting, like I was getting really frustrated last week about not getting any good landings.
Yeah.
That's probably part of it too, I think. Alright, so yeah, power idle. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I do sometimes try to do, power off approaches.
Yeah.
Which maybe I'm not doing those right, but I always, like, slow down real quick, so I don't know if, like... is it when I get to the beam position is when that's when I go idle, and then I try to glide down from there, but
Yeah.
is there more to it than that?
Oh, you're trying to do a power off 180, I got you. Yeah, so when you're abeam the numbers, you're going to go throttle to idle, and you're going to maintain your best glide speed, which in the Archer is 76 knots. And
Yeah.
then what you have to do is use your pitch to maintain 76 knots, and then you have to try and like gauge where your plane is going to land with the little power that you have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So like if
That's
you
just like
if you feel like you're, you know, in a power off 180, the best place that you want to be is at your glide slope or above it. Because if you're above it, you can slip to land and do all that. But if you're too
yeah,
low,
that
you might not
you're
make it.
just- Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna park it in the grass here. I don't feel like going to parking. Right here, right where tower can see us perfectly fine.
Yep. Sioux Falls Tower is probably loving us right now.
I'm leaving.
What away?
Hello, tower.
Oh wow, that was
All
really
right.
loud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gonna throw everything off, and it's probably not a good idea, but hey, you know.
So do you know when we turn our mags off?
No.
So what you do is you throw the mixture to cut off, and then you allow your engine to like die off, and then you don't pull the mags until the prop stops spinning, because as that prop is spinning, it's burning off whatever remaining fuel is left over in your cylinders. But
Okay.
if you cut the mags off early, the spark plugs don't ignite that fuel, and it could sit in there. And if it's too much fuel and it doesn't evaporate, it could cause for like a detonation or an accidental starting of the prop or something. It could be not good.
Ooh.
Or if the mags were broken, and if you turn the mags off and they don't ground, and there's fuel in there and the prop moves, it can start on someone. So
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah.
Well, that was a cool flight. It wasn't it there, buddy? Antonio. Hell. To all of our one viewer, which is being me, hope it was nice. And I'm ending it too early, so you want to sum it up, Antonio?
Yeah, so
This flight-
this flight was a lot of fun. A little bit of a formation flight to an extent to Redwood Falls, and then a nice little dual flight from Redwood Falls to Sioux Falls. And our boy Kevin here did a pretty good job. Positive control of the aircraft, not too bad. That landing was okay. You're gonna get better, trust me. It's harder in the sim,
Oh, yeah.
so don't worry too much about that. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be streaming again. Definitely a big move coming, so it's probably going to be far in between, but yeah. So Kevin, would you like to practice your good old pilot seal?
If I can, hold on. Let me just yeah, I think it's something like the diaphragm there too. Or is that just
The what?
I'll try to do the like do I put my diaphragm in it, or do I just
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go for
a little
it?
bit. There you go. Hell yeah. All right, folks. Until next time, seal.